Good morning, Kunjani, Tumela Vakayesu, Washibuke Nimukwai. Welcome, Mwaiseni, Kalibu. Today, I just want to share something that's on my mind again, and I will share this video once again, which I did last week. And in that video, I actually talked about return on investment, that your money can actually go a little bit further in Africa. But today, I'm just going to try and talk about a little bit and give you high-level numbers just to think about that and see whether that actually works for you. So if I look at the some information that I have from the Office of Central Statistics in the UK, it actually says, they actually say that an average price of a house in the UK is about £278,000. Now that converted to kwacha, that's about 6 million in today's money. Right now, if we are looking at that in the UK, there's so many ways that you can buy properties, and I will be sharing that in the next video just to go a little bit further for my brothers and sisters in the diaspora who might not have that information, or just, you know, remind everybody that there are options if you want to try and get onto the property ladder in the UK. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and give you some high-level numbers, as I have said, trying to compare what it would take and how much it will cost you to buy a property in Zambia compared to buying a property in the UK. Some of the information that you might need is actually available on YouTube. A lady called Natasha Chumia does a fantastic job to basically give you more information so that you know what you need to do in order to get property or land in a nice and friendly way without the hassle that we might have somebody selling a land that wasn't theirs, etc., etc. So there's quite a lot of information that you can look at. But what I want to try and do is basically give you high-level numbers to work with, to start with. Now, I'm not going to go around and talk about the house prices in various regions of the UK, because each country of the United Kingdom, and there are 4 countries in the United Kingdom. You've got England, you've got Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. And each of these, the average price differs depending on the region where you are. If you want to buy a house in the UK, obviously you can't have £270,000 lying around so that you can go and buy the house outrightly. You will probably have to approach a bank. And if you're coming from Africa, you will probably, and anybody who wants to buy, you will approach the bank and you have to get a mortgage. And you're probably looking at about 5 to 10% as a deposit. Now let's take, for argument's sake, the deposit is 5%. 5% of 280,000 or 286, you're looking at about £14,000. £14,000. Now, that's not the only amount that you will pay. You have to pay the solicitor's fees. You have to pay stamp duties in order to conclude the deal. So roughly, you're looking at, for a house, a standard house, £270, you're looking at possibly spending about £20,000 to basically conclude that. Now, again, these are just figures that I'm throwing out there for people to just understand. Now, assuming you've got £20,000, did you know that you can actually put this amount towards a purchase of a house in Lusaka as a big down deposit? Or perhaps if you are thinking of building, you can actually do about, say, 50-60% of your build with $25,000 for a 3-bedroom house. Again, there's so many ways you can do this. There's so many ways you can buy or start building, secure a property. You can go out there. I think now Natasha has a very good website. You can go to one of these areas where they've demarcated the plots, they're already built, you've got already built houses, and you just buy from there. Or alternatively, you can actually just engage somebody to build the house. Now, I will be talking about how you could do this even when you are far away, because this is something that I've done. I'm not talking about something that I haven't done. You can actually manage property. You can actually get involved in the build even when you are miles and miles. There's technology nowadays. Things are not the way they were in the olden days. Things have changed. You're able to pay people. I think I would dedicate another video just to explain ways in which you can, if you are self-building, if you've engaged a contractor in a normal traditional way of finding somebody, building, and how you can actually do that. But you know, if you want something, you have to go for it. I think what we have seen in the past is where somebody decides and say, I want to start building, and you just put the money and expect when you go on holiday to find this already done. You have to engage. You have to put yourself in there and work. If you want something, you have to go for it. Everything is possible. And one of the things that I've seen is a lot of people tend to have a lot of excuses. Oh, I can't do this because I don't have a bank account, or I can't plan. So that when you go next time to Zambia, you can go and apply for the bank, for a bank account. Whether it takes 2 weeks, you can do that. You put in the documents in there. If you come back, you can still follow up on the phone. The banks have WhatsApp. You can use WhatsApp to call. You can use loads of ways to call Africa cheaper than a normal conventional line, which is expensive. So there are so many ways you can do this. If you want something, you can actually go for it. Now, to conclude this video, so I talked about if you have about 30,000, or say if you have about 20,000 pounds, converted that to a dollar, you are looking at $25,000. With the $25,000, you can actually pay a huge deposit on a 2-3 bedroom house in Lusaka, one of these readily available or readily built houses, and you start earning your return, monthly rentals. Now, $25,000, if you have $25,000, one of the houses that I saw on one of the properties that's on sale at the moment, I was looking at a 2-bedroom house, about $39,000. So if you have already $25,000, you're looking at about $13,000 remaining. You can actually strike a deal with the developers, and you'll be able to pay that within a month, within a year or two, and be able to finish that. Now, you are comparing owning a house completely with your initial investment or initial money of 20,000, and within 2 years, again, I'm not quite sure, but within 2 years, you have a house completely paid for in your name. If you were to compare with the example that I gave of buying a property in the UK, yes, you've paid a deposit of 5%, but that's not the end, and you've spent 20,000 to conclude the deal. But you have to pay over that. You're talking of 25 years before you finish you pay off your mortgage, compared to 2 years, and you've got a house. You can go back home anytime, and you will not be like apidi and abuela kuchoka kualale na suitcase can't sure or something. You will go back home, peace of mind, and knowing that you've got a place where you're going to go and live without messing up with anybody or troubling anyone. And that is the beauty about this. And so let me know if this video has been helpful in the comment section, and I'll be sharing more about this. The principles of what we are talking about, or what I'm talking about, applies to the whole of Africa. And so wherever you are in Africa, these principles work. Wherever you come from in the diaspora, these principles do work. It is just great to have something back home and invest back home. God bless you, and I will share some more in the next video.